Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. So today I have a different challenge. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be trying to complete the adventure campaign and all the other campaigns while only using the most sacrifice. Okay, and the tree tribe is a pretty easy level. I'm actually going to use also another tribe, so let's just go ahead and get this done real quick. Actually no, I think the bone mage is a pretty expensive unit, so I'll just go ahead and stick to a lot of spear throwers. And I'll say a couple of protectors and 2 stoners and a couple of clubbers for melee purposes, and there it is, a perfect army. Alright, let's see how my strategy works out. Now these guys are going to go in their own group, so we're going to have some 2 sides engaging. Seems like a couple of them survived. I am mainly concerned about the chieftains. All the others are pretty easy to deal with. Okay, we've had some casualties. Oh, that was a nice toss. Oh, we might be getting kind of cornered out here. Oh no, this is actually pretty bad. Didn't really think it was going to go that badly. Didn't really play tabs for that much time. However, this time I do think I will be able to come back. Oh, we actually have quite a couple of units over here. Right, come on. Yep, missed. Missed and now it's over. There it is, victory. Okay, gotta get warmed up a little bit over here. I have a pitchfork. Let's see, what are some great units to use? I should really start using, you know, some good strategies over here. Okay. Dynasty. Samurai, no. Painter, fencers. Actually, fencers, yeah. Fencers are pretty good. So what we'll have is we'll have a pretty strong army over here. Gonna be our main punching force. And then over here we're going to have the Saracens, which are also a pretty low level unit. However, they're going to be in a kind of stacked formation over here. Actually, now we're going to stack them up in a sort of conga line like this. So this time we actually have some kind of tactic. I don't really know if this is a real life tactic. I've just stacked up a couple of quick units to get run over, but they will slow down the enemy, and then our elite fighting force, or well, fencers are not really that elite, but they should do the work. So there it is, we have lots of engaging over here. Seems like we're winning the engagement so far, and yes, now the elite fencing forces are coming in, and we've just absolutely destroyed them. I'm pretty sure we didn't really need the fencers that much, but it's still nice to have them. Right, nothing to see here. Now I really want to use catapults, but that's not really a low level unit. But what is a low level unit is the poachers. So let's get a couple of poachers, and let's again go ourselves with some of these guys with Sarissas holding up the front line over here. And we're going to be holding the bridge using this banner bearer over here, yep. Alright, I'd say this is a pretty decent defense. Now all we have to do is just get a couple more poachers and that's it. And there we are, we're going to stand over here and wait. Yep, there he is, bunch up, bunch up. We're coming, right, poachers, start firing. There it is, we've started firing. And there it is, the attack has now commenced. Okay, a couple of tourists are dying now, however that's okay. We can take some casualties. And I didn't actually really realize that poachers can't really shoot them that easily, but that's okay, they're very high fire rates, so... Oh, there it is, the battle is pretty much won. Well, that was actually a pretty good shot. Actually, 2 shots directly straight up the scarecrow. Look at this guy is hiding over here. Oh, actually a pretty smart idea. Damn, look at this crow, man. Really shielding this poor hay bale from the destructions he's about to face. Right, come on, spear guy. That is victory. Didn't really see how I get dead, but that's okay. Final destination. Not really that important. Oh, okay, this is actually going to be very fun. Let's see. What is the best use for this? Actually, yeah, I'll just go ahead and put a couple of shield bearers over here. I only need like a couple actually, probably going to save a couple of money. And after that, just do this. And okay, we've pretty much won the battle here. Yeah, the battle is definitely won. Now these poachers are going to absolutely destroy those halflings. Right? Ready? Fire. Okay, the halflings are bunching up and destroying these shields pretty effectively, but they're also getting absolutely filled with arrows from the main poachers. So this is going to be a victory. The adventure levels itself are pretty easy, I'd say. But still, it could be very fun. Okay, a couple of halflings stuck over there. There it is. I actually take 2 shots and not 1, which is pretty impressive. Okay, I would say the answer is balloon archers over here. Because they can absolutely destroy the shields. Oh, that's actually a pretty good snipe. But another reason is they are very fast firing weapons, so we can repeatedly fire at them. And with that, they won't be able to come close to us, so everything will be okay. However, you seem to be missing a couple of them, but that's okay. We have an absolute abundance of balloon arrows. Yeah, look at this absolute bows over here. Now it seems like we've won. Hold on a second. Oh no, not again. Okay, well, let's go ahead and restart that. Alright, just had to get a couple of more tries in there now. Let's go ahead and move on. Now we're going to face a bunch of halflings, so I'd say the strategy is to first throw out a couple of halflings over here. Actually, yeah, like over here, so yeah, just like a couple of clumps. So now hopefully this is going to cause a big clutter over here, which would allow our main fighters to kick in. The fencers are always very good effective punching force. And I'd say we'll put a couple of actual painters over here to just right up in their face to absolutely destroy these guys over here. And then add a bunch more of the fencers over here, yeah, like this. I'd say this is a pretty effective fighting force, and there it is. Right, the painters should absolutely destroy those little halflings. While the halflings on halflings violence happens over here, we can an absolute punching fest over here. And now the fencers are going to come in and completely destroy them. Now there's also going to be a lot of them coming from over here, but I'm sure that this will be okay. Fencers are a pretty strong unit. They can probably absolutely hunt them out. Yeah, look at that. Big lunges. Big good effective lunges. Okay, come on. There it is. Don't go down. Fight back. There it is. Victory. Alright, there it is. Farmers. I still believe in the impact of the halberdiers first up. I think they can cause a lot of damage over here. Wow, that guy got absolutely sent. Okay, halfling, sacrifice yourself. There it is, come on. Fight, my dear farmers. Fight for the revolution. Okay, that's a big brawl. We have lots of casualties on our side, but so do they. Oh, that was a big impact. Oh, that was a big miss. Well, actually, we'll use a couple of them, and then we'll go ahead and use the 4 range units we have. Alright, we have some big impacts. A lot of peasants are dying, but that's okay. Okay, that's not okay. We are taking too many casualties. But that's okay, because we can still have our archers ranged in the back. Oh, there it is. Those are some big shots. Nice shot in the butt. Perfect. I guess it's going to be probably the last level for today. And I'd say this is a pretty hard one to do. However, I still think we can easily be able to take him on. Alright, how about a full-on sea of peasants? Actually, no. We want to create a big clump of peasants. Big 2 clumps, so that all of these guys will get distracted and jump on them. Great. Now, what we want to do now is put a couple of poachers behind them. And hope that they survive. And after that, we'll just have to go ahead and put even more of these peasants over here. So hopefully the berserkers will jump on them. And we got absolutely beat up. Yep. Yes, we are getting beat up. Okay. Chieftains are still going strong, but I think they are going to get destroyed. There it is.